Under one of these three sheets, I'm not entirely sure which, is the new mono. I guess we're gonna do a big grand unveil, so I have to wait for everyone to get here and then finally get to see what the car looks like in person. In the meantime, while we wait for everybody to get here so I can see my car, we have these two that we can look at. This is the demo Mono R. They had it up in Monterey. Even though production has ended on the R, people can drive this if they're interested. Union Jack livery over exposed carbon. It's very cool. I mean, not as cool as mine, but we don't get to see mine yet. Over here, this is the new Mono. Internally known as the X, but it's just Mono. It's updated from the old one. It has the new front shape from the R. It has a baby cannon in comparison to the R. Kind of subtle and sleek. One of the ones that is over there under the covers is one of the new Monos. It's myself and two friends, all three of those over there. And yeah, it's a really cool scheme. And now we have loud trucks coming in. Okay, the moment has arrived. We're gonna do a triple synchronized cloth pull unveil of all three of the cars. Let's do it. It's been a few years since I last ordered a car new. It's been a very cool, refreshing change of pace to, be dealing directly with the manufacturer and going back and forth with the designer. And I think it may be the last fancy non-daily driver car that I get for a very long time. And today, I get to take delivery and drive it home. Pretty cool. All right, push the car into the shade, and I'm gonna get in for the first time ever to set up the mirrors, which is probably the scariest part of this car, is changing lanes and hoping no one's in your blind spot taking videos. So here we go. To step on the seat. Wiping off the shoes. Let's see how well the custom seat turned out.
Push it on, that's it. Well done.
A lot easier when you're
much easier when you're inside, yeah, exactly.
It'll be so much cooler when I have the Iron Man one. So this is the first person view inside of the car. We just set up the mirrors. It's gonna be a little bit intimidating, but in looking over my shoulder in the car, it does actually seem like I'll have reasonable blind spot visibility because the cannon is right there. It kind of obstructs vision. So we made the mirrors kind of asymmetric. I guess I'll see if I'm getting wrecked on the way home with my attempts to change lanes, but hopefully it'll be okay. But other than that, it's not terribly intimidating sitting in it. I'm gonna have to figure out the pedal spacing. I'm probably gonna end up accidentally hitting brake and clutch at the same time with my left foot because they're very close together. But practice makes perfect. We'll see how it goes. So as you can see with mine, it really needs to be in the sun for you to get kind of the full impression of the exposed carbon, because in order to turn it red, you have to cover it with pigment, and so this has 3 layers of pigment over it. I kind of went over it in the specking video with the swatches. And again, this is less than optimal lighting for the carbon, but it means that when it's in the shade, like it is here under the awning, it's just a little dim and hard to see, and then only once you get it into the sun does it really top. But, you know, you can still vaguely see the weave. I don't know how well it comes across on camera. Might be more of an in-person thing. But the gold still shows great. It almost just looks like a very, very dark reddish black when you don't have the bright sunlight, which still works pretty well. In case you were curious, it actually has a pretty practical trunk space. This thing here for documents actually removes, and then you just see exposed like components underneath. And then in the front here, I've got my camera bag, and it's big enough to store your helmet if you wanted to, I guess, drive without a helmet, or store your helmet when you're gonna go get breakfast after you're done driving. But it actually, like, it's a way bigger compartment than you would expect for something like this. Actually, way bigger than the Ford GT. More practical than a Ford GT. Get a mono. Can't take passengers though. I guess if you fill up the passenger seat with stuff, then that is more space, but not bad at all. So we've gotten our full tutorials on how to operate the thing. It's still going to be intimidating, but I should show you the other two because they are also just exceptional. All right, this one here is another R. The paint is called Silver Metallic Green. This one has all of the exterior carbon panels in gloss carbon, whereas mine and almost every other mono that they've done is in matte carbon. So it's very, very unique, and also just the most insane hand-done paint scheme. This is paint. This is not a wrap. And if you, and I have permission, just run your finger, you feel absolutely no, like, raised bumps. It's just completely flush. I have heard that the guy doing the paint on this one expressed some dissatisfaction with how intricate the scheme was, but oh my god. And so it's like this fade from the green into the exposed carbon in the back. I think it turned out incredibly. And it also has some of the wording on the cannon. Instead of Stark Industries, we've got Made in Liverpool. I hope I didn't step on anyone's toes with getting rid of the Liverpool for Stark Industries, but really, really, I mean, the gloss carbon is just so cool. Turned out absolutely incredible. All right, the last one. This is the Mono X, or standard mono, and it's kind of it's supposed to be a Mercedes F1 livery inspired look. So it's got this like metallic liquid aluminum silver, which just looks super awesome. It's incredibly bright out right now, so I'm not sure how good of a view you're getting of it. But then the checkerboard kind of fades it from the silver into the black, and this was all hand masked paint, as on all the cars. Everything hand done. It's just crazy. You'll have an easier time filling up with gas as well, because we kind of get blocked by our big cannon, so this thing's a bit more practical. And then a big blue mono wing in the back, matte carbon, once again, same as mine. I love the steering wheel on this thing because it's got like a red stripe, gloss carbon, and then you have the mono logo in blue. Very elegant looking thing. You can take the wheel off, and then you can just, you know, bring it into the house, put it on display or something. He also has his helmet, which I'm very envious of, because it absolutely just looks so cool having it on. So that is the three of ours. So we'll be in like a little convoy when we go for drives with all these monos. Oh man, that's gonna be a sight to see. We'll see when the first fun drive is, maybe even tomorrow, which won't be tomorrow on YouTube, but you get the idea. That's so cool.
Yeah. That's the transponder in the top, that bit in the top turns off the immobilizer.
Look at how cool the helmet looks. Oh my god. I can't wait for mine. Oh, that's so sick. Okay, well, you've seen the cars. I did a little loop around the parking lot. The next step is actually driving it, but I can't film that. So that I'm probably, because I want my full focus to be on the road anyway, I'm just gonna do it, no cameras, this drive back home. It's also, there's gonna be traffic, lane changing. But the first like fun drive, I'll get some GoPros mounted. I think that's where we'll wind it down for the delivery though. This is, it's pretty cool. It was, I mean, the clutch is like really nice and easy, and it just wants to go really fast. So it's like the idle speed, if you're just clutch out, letting it go, is probably 15 miles an hour. So you just have to like modulate it a good bit. Kind of feel it like rattles a bit if you're middle of the range of the clutch motion, but it's like, it's a nice, smooth, easy pedal. And the sound of the engaging first and reverse is so cool. Yeah, wish me luck on the drive home. And that's where I'll end it for the day. Thanks for watching. Very exciting day. See you next time.